Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Portland Design Works Blinking of View bike taillight. While there are a lot of bike taillights on the market, the Portland Design Works Blinking of View is perhaps one of the most romantic. PDW has combined a simple square COB LED design with a hard graphic to help you express your love while you're riding. As you can see, packaging wise, really simple, cardboard box. You have the 1% for the planet printed on there, and this yellow, blue, and red graphic scheme with the hearts on the back side. You can even see the taillight with this little cutout, no additional plastic, just right through, and you can actually grab the power button, as it says there on the indicator. Basic specs on the back side. And then I'll go ahead and just open this up. We'll go over the full specs. Retail price of this is only $25, so very affordable. It's a 30 lumen LED bike taillight with a USB Type-C charging port. This has 81 COB LEDs. So, and it lights up in a heart graphic pattern. It also has their 1% for the planet, so they do contribute with all their sales. You can see as far as what it comes with, you have the simple backing with the zip ties to hold it in place. The instruction manual, which is pretty simple, as the taillight's quite simple, and a USB Type-C charging cable. You also have the rubber mounting strap that's inside the box as well. Now let's take a look at the weight of the taillight. So the taillight, along with the rubber strap, comes in at just about 21 grams, so quite lightweight. Visually, the PDW Blinking of View taillight has a simple square design with a plastic body that's actually colored red to blend in with the red lens. As the name implies, Blinking of View is a play on the idea of thinking of you, and that's where this heart theme comes into play. So it's a very cool concept, very simple. You have this red lens that actually protrudes outward, and you can see on the inside, you actually have 81 COB LEDs, and that helps to create that nice pattern of a heart. You have basic branding, Portland Design Works in white, and then on the back side, this little rubber to help it stay on a round C-post, slightly angled, and then this little cover for the USB Type-C charging cable. Operating this is super simple, single power button. If you press or just hold it, it'll turn on. And then this is the solid mode. It looks like it's flashing the camera, but it's solid. You have a solid square, so illuminate all of them. And then you have 3 other flashing ones. And you can see they're pretty crazy, so bright graphics, and they either highlight the heart or the outer portion. They also have this fade one, where you can see it kind of goes in and out from positive, negative space, so inside the heart and outside the heart. And then the heart dance, which is a really crazy one, so go in and out and pretty erratic, which is good if you're doing, if you're on a busy road, so make sure they see you. Holding the power button turns it off. And then it has mode memory, so it always remembers. Mounting is really simple. You have 2 hooks built into the base. So just simple plastic hooks, this rubber band style adapter. You wrap it around your round C-post. Pretty thick, but obviously not going to go around an aero C-post as it's not quite long enough. And then you can see that's it. It just goes onto your C-post, holds it in place, and then when you take it off, you just wipe it off or swipe it off. So pretty simple. And given the lightweight design of this, that's all you really need. The taillight has 5 different modes, 2 constant modes, one with just the heart at 50 lumens, and then the square at 30 lumens. There's also 3 other flash modes, one very erratic one called square flash, which actually varies the intensity and the patterns. Heart fade is more of a gentle up and down between the heart and then the inverse of the heart. And then the heart dance is a little altering between heart, solid, and then inverse heart. You can see here with some riding footage, it's a nice bright taillight. Even though it's only 30 lumens, it is daytime visible. Obviously from any kind of distance, you're not going to be able to tell it's a heart. It's too small to really have that high resolution. But still, it's a nice bright light with the all red construction. You have good side visibility. And the simple C-post mount works well. So if you have a round C-post on your commuter bike, this thing is easy to mount, easy to take off with a simple rubber strap. So pretty solid taillight overall. No fancy features, no head unit connectivity, no Bluetooth connectivity. Just a simple heart taillight. Now let's compare the Portland Design Works with other taillights on the market. Maybe the most relevant one we have on hand is this ET6 from iGPSPORT. You can see it has a really dense COB LED grid and tons of animations, from cycling to swimming to fire to words. And this one definitely a little bit more expensive, but a little bit way more elaborate. As far as the animation, you can even get cats on here, which is fun. A bigger taillight costs a little bit more, and a more traditional Garmin style quarter turn mount. You can also get their TL30, another 30 lumen light, but you can see it has a really cool effect on here with the lens having these spirals and then internal LEDs. KNOG has a ton of them. We don't have some of the other more elaborate ones, but we have the R150, much brighter, 150 lumen, and you can see you can get some very cool effects here versus just the heart. And if you really want bright, stuff like the Bontrager Flare will give you a lot more visibility. Magicshine CME series, including this 50, has a cool effect with this thin lens. And you can even get radar ones like their 100 AD. So it's just more of a fun one for commuting that's very affordable and has the heart icon on it. Now let's go over the pros and cons of the taillight. What we like about it is you have really fun COB LED patterns with the heart and then the inverse of the heart. And it's surprisingly bright despite only being 30 lumens. It is daytime and nighttime visible. And finally, there's a lot of creative and highly visible modes with both the flashing patterns and solid modes. As far as negatives, the taillight has limited mounting options with only a seat-post mount and also lacks a multi-level battery status indicator and instead just has a low battery indicator. Taking everything into account, we give the taillight an 8.5 out of 10. It's a simple but fun taillight with the heart shape. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.